Do Not Will Not Pass, starring Do Not Will Not as Steve. This is Steve. Also Do Not Will Not is the Potato Hero. This is the Potato Hero. Oh, and some monsters. Directed and written by Mr. Chips.
Disclaimer: no potatoes were harmed in the making of this story. All monsters were entirely destroyed and won't be showing up for any sequels.
In a quiet town where the extraordinary often felt like the ordinary, there was a YouTube channel named Do Not Will Not. He was known for his quirky humor and comment sections. The channel's host, whose name for this story we will call him Steven, he was a regular guy with an extraordinary knack for stumbling into bizarre adventures. One evening, while live streaming a video about his latest DIY project, Steven received a strange package. Inside was an odd-looking potato with a note that read, "Beware of the magic you can't understand." Laughing it off as a prank from one of his fans, Steven decided to make it the star of his next video. Little did he know, the potato was enchanted. During the filming, a flash of light engulfed his room, and in an instant, Steven was transformed into the very potato he had mocked. His voice, though now coming from a potato, was still his own. As Steven tried to comprehend his new form, there came a loud crash from outside. Peering out the window, he saw hordes of grotesque monsters marching from the direction of the local police station. It seemed the station had become a portal to another dimension, releasing these creatures into the town. Desperation turned to determination. As Steven pondered how a potato could possibly fend off an invasion, the magical nature of his transformation offered another twist. In another burst of light, he was suddenly equipped with tiny but sturdy armor, a helmet, and a gleaming sword perfectly sized for a heroic potato. Steven, now a literal potato knight, knew his home was the last bastion against the monstrous hordes. With newfound courage, he rolled to the front door, his armor clinking with every bounce. The monsters, sensing resistance, charged towards his house. With a battle cry that was more of a high-pitched squeak, Steven swung his tiny sword. To his astonishment, the blade cut through the monsters as if they were made of paper. His armor deflected their blows effortlessly, and his helmet protected his potato eyes from any harm. The battle raged on through the night. Each monster that fell seemed to send a ripple of energy back to the portal, weakening it. Steven fought valiantly, his YouTube fans watching in awe as the live stream continued. The chat was filled with messages of support, disbelief, and sheer amusement at the absurdity of a potato superhero. As dawn broke, the last of the monsters was vanquished and the portal began to close. With one final surge of energy, it sealed shut, leaving behind the eerie silence of a town saved by its most unlikely hero. Exhausted but victorious, Steven found himself enveloped in yet another flash of light. When it faded, he was back to his human form, the armor, helmet, and sword now adorning his desk as mementos of his incredible adventure. Steven's channel, Do Not Will Not, became an internet sensation overnight. Fans and skeptics alike flocked to see the recordings of the epic battle. Though many debated the authenticity, Steven knew the truth, and so did the town that had witnessed the heroic potato knight defend them. And so, Do Not Will Not was no longer just a quirky YouTube channel. It was the chronicle of an ordinary man turned into an extraordinary hero who proved that courage and determination can shine through, no matter how unexpected the form.
I just love the smell.